As people who love cars and driving, we love to enjoy our cars and love to have fun on the road. There are many methods to have fun on the road, and only few of them are appropriate, and most of them are not. As ethical car enthusiasts, we should be setting up an example of how we can operate the vehicles safely and still enjoy them. Public roads like this in the city are not made for our enjoyment. They are made for safely transporting people and cargo via cars and trucks. And every time we go on a joyful ride, it's our choice to take risks and have some fun. But other people didn't make that choice. They're probably simply running their errands, whether it's picking up their kid from school or going to get groceries. So we don't want to harm or endanger anyone when we're trying to have a fun, or some people call it a spirited drive. This is something that I think about every time I go out on a joyful ride. It's some kind of a mantra for me. Having fun on the road and enjoying your car comes to being in the right place at the right time. As you can see right now, it's early morning on the weekend, so it's less cars, but we are still in the city. And city has low speed limits. In here, it's only 30 miles per hour or 50 kilometers per hour. There's a huge number of hazards and things we should avoid. Like many cars on the road, many people walking, and there's lots of stop and go. So like right now, we're sitting on the red light. There's a place and time for it where it's going to be safe for you, for people around you, and you can still enjoy your car. Right now we are heading towards the highway entrance ramp. And this is the first thing I wanted to talk about, how you can have fun on the road. So you see I left enough space for the car in front of me. And now we can go into sport mode and we can just smoothly enjoy the throttle and hear the sound of the engine. Yeah, it's been only a couple of seconds of enjoyment, but still, since we picked the right place and time, we had enough space for us to accelerate spiritedly onto the highway. And that was fun. There's plenty of variables you have to think about when you want to have a spirited drive on the road. We already talked about being in the right place at the right time, but there's also an element of weather, for example. And today we have a little bit of rain, and we have to account for that as well. We're not going to have as much of a good grip as we do when it's dry. So our inputs have to be even smoother to avoid losing traction. And of course, your average speed should be lower. And when I'm talking about your inputs being smoother, your throttle input should be smooth. Your steering should be smooth. Your braking should be smooth. When it's wet on the road, having abrupt motions in your inputs, it's going to guarantee you losing traction and having a bad day. Having fun on the road is all about balancing those variables. And most importantly, our main goal is to not endanger any other people on the road. Because we are using public roads. We're not driving on a track. If you want to drive erratically and fast, you should go to an autocross or to the racing track. Those are the appropriate places for it. But as I said, it doesn't mean that you cannot have fun on public roads. You just have to be ethical, responsible, and careful. And for the spirited acceleration onto the highway ramp, you don't have to possess a very fast car that goes from 0 to 60 in 4 seconds or something. I'm driving a 2012 Volkswagen Jetta. It's going from 0 to 60 in about 8 seconds, but it's not all about numbers. For example, this car has an inline 5 engine that produces a great noise when you are accelerating, and I enjoyed every time I have an opportunity for revving this engine out. And if I can have fun in my 2012 Volkswagen Jetta, I'm pretty sure you can have fun in any car you have. Oh, here's the Cybertruck, guys. So the next fun thing you can do is trying to find some curvy back roads or scenic highways. And why today is the great time for me to film this video is that we are going to Whistler down here in Canada. And to get there from Vancouver, you have to take the Sea to Sky Highway, which is actually recognized as one of the best scenic highways in the whole world. So we're not there yet, but you can already see that the highway we're driving on is a bit curvy and there's already a lot of nature around us. So I like the phrase choosing your battles wisely. I think you just have to take most of your opportunities. So if we have an idea to go to Whistler, I know that it's a great time for me to enjoy my car and go on a joyful ride. Here we are, we're entering the Sea to Sky Highway. And while we are enjoying the views here, I want to talk about some other things you can do to make your driving more fun. So when we were driving back in the city, I told you that this is not the place for us to drive fast and risk everybody's life, including yours. How I like to have fun in the city driving is by working on my skills. And one of the most important skills, in my opinion, is being smooth. And it basically comes to everything. Your steering inputs have to be smooth, like you can see here. It's a very smooth motion. There's no abrupt use of our steering wheel to turn left or right. And why it's important when you want to have fun driving faster, you have to be able to go smooth at low speeds before you can do it at a higher speed. So right now, it's raining, and if I'm gonna steer abruptly into this corner to the right, we're gonna end up somewhere in that forest. And this is not something that we want. This place is beautiful, even during the winter time. There's so many corners to take. And I like how elevation changes as well. So you have lots of engagement. Yeah, even right now when I'm passing, I'm trying to be as smooth as possible with my throttle input. This is one of the most beautiful sections on the Sea to Sky Highway. We have such beautiful mountains on the right, and on the left, we have the Great Pacific Ocean. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Such a nice place to go for a joyful ride. We're going the speed limit, and since we chose the right place, this is all you need to enjoy your car, enjoy driving. You don't need to go crazy speeds, and if you want, I'm telling you guys, there's always a racing track you can go to, but on public roads, you need to be ethical. I just want you guys to enjoy these views. Oh my God, this road is so fun. I just like taking corners here. All right, let's talk about the next thing you can do. Engagingly take corners. So if your car allows to go into some kind of sport mode or a manual mode, what we can do, I'm now in the manual mode, we downshift, and then we go through the corner. And we can enjoy gears. And now we upshift. You can see in these small moments you can enjoy your car. And I didn't even go that fast. You saw that all of the other cars just passed me. But I'm pretty sure I had more fun than them because I was engaging with the car. I wasn't reckless. I still had fun. Let's do it again. Downshift, downshift. Go through the corner. Yeah. This is fun. Use your gears. And hopefully your car has a manual mode like mine where you can downshift if you want and upshift when you want. It's awesome when you have a manual transmission, or one of the other options is to drive a dual clutch where the gear changes are snappier than in a torque converter automatic. Now we're in sport mode. what we can do smoothly. Accelerate, take this corner, and we can also pass this car. Yeah, and safely go back into the cruising lane. And if you can find these types of moments in your driving when you can enjoy your engine or enjoy your steering inputs, I think we should take the maximum amount of fun out of it. Just enjoy these couple of corners, maybe even downshift. Keeping us in the third gear. So we're coming closer to Whistler, and as you can see, it's a snow wonderland here. Alright guys, I showed you several methods you can use to have fun or spirited drive without actually endangering anyone and yourself by minimizing the risks and choosing the right place in the right time in the right circumstances. As a car enthusiast, I'm encouraging people who love cars to enjoy their cars on the road, on the track, but I want to emphasize the fact again that most people are just going from point A to point B. They're using their cars as a utility rather than something they enjoy, and we have to respect that. And the other thing that I wanted to mention at the end of this video is that as car enthusiasts, I think this is our responsibility to show the right example on the road. We don't want to be seen as a group that is a danger to everyone on the public road. We should be on the opposite side. We should show people how to drive properly, how to drive safely. And we have to make sure that not only us, but everyone else is enjoying their day and they can get safely home or wherever they're going. Just remember, true car enthusiasts, they care about driving. Stay safe out there, have your fun, but be respectable to other people. And with this beautiful view in front of me, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.